Here we go, here we go.
Move it, move it, move it.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Next man up. Yeah.
Let's go.
Hello and welcome to the show. I am your host, Donovan Dean, actor, author, and rhythmic poet. You're now tuned in to Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion, where the mission is to provide the essence of poetry in motion, promoting peace, love, and growth for the existence of humanity and the culture. Later in the episode, there will be a featured poetry read entitled Familiar, read by the creator, award-winning poet, event host, motivational speaker, and entrepreneur, Moody Black. Right now, let's get into the poetry mix. This is Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion. That girl from way back south, she got me southern dreaming. Thick and creamy, fine, brown, sweet as mine's best pies. That girl from way back south, she got me southern dreaming. Brown, sugar, she invaded my soul, body, and mind. She prances through the fields of the magnolias. She's flaunting them thick curves as a groove and slow rhythm compelled by melody of hummingbirds. Country girl with striking physique, sex appeal never discreet. The guitar plays, celebrating her beauty with southern rhythms, chords, beats.
This dream feels so real. She's the one for me.
Humid moist from the Gulf, moist the skin, sexy supple. A product of the bayou, so fierce, she make them knees buckle. She's delectable like cornbread, oxtails, that southern cuisine. Such a treat, like that Louisiana crawfish on my feet.
This dream feels so real. She got the remedy. This dream feels so real. She's the one for me.
Affection runs deep like OGs for classic Impalas and Cadillacs. That thing, rise slow, sway, swerve. What she advertises is fact. She got that fire, hot sauce with intellect, that southern swagger. The culture stretches wide along mosquito creeks and swamps. Nothing else matters. She's sweet as Georgia peach, southern vixen with hospitality. She got that good, a seduction too good to be reality. Man, look at how she moves. Slow, chop, and smooth. Got my mind screwed up. Ha. This is ecstasy, I close my eyes, don't wake me up. She's vivacious like family cookouts, those Friday afternoons, two-step dip groove. R&B eating my soul food. Natural beauty, she wasn't natural from the root, skin a natural glow. So natural this queen, she calls me king. Can't let this one go, I'm good.
This dream feels so real. She's the one for me.
The architect. To build, to imagine, is a fashion that leads to a new beginning. Placing pieces to a puzzle, isolating in this bubble, can get a creative in trouble. But trouble's the only way to make a statement. To see a world only in one way, as if it were any given Sunday, is a blasphemy. Hey, I'm not special, I'm just an architect. Taking what was once in the ground and turning it into a multiplex of ideas, of truth, of proof to the youth that you can look into others or something and identify you. Blueprints on the table, don't mind the ink stains. My excitement leaks through the design, from the screws all the way to the different colors of paint. The world that I want to build could kill Bill, but that's all fiction to the glorious bastard's description. The depiction of richness shifts this interest, reimagining the invictus, shiftless, empty, bottomless, pitless mentality of a racist's interest. I'll repeat. The depiction of richness shifts this interest, reimagining the invictus, shiftless, empty, bottomless, pitless mentality of a racist's interest. I invest in the contest of others to create togetherness so that we can burst through this bubble of sloppiness, so that we can kill the inner Grim Reaper so that we can then call upon the gods that we were birthed from and ask those gods to give us that spark, to give us that light, that torch, to give us that thing that never dies, which is more life. Again, guys, I'm nothing special. I'm just an architect, ready to build something new.
Here we go. Next man up.
How do you love a black man? From a queen to her future king, you are a king. You are the tree of life, the reality of my existence. You were manifested exclusively by my desire. Shelter me, hold me close within the branches of your limbs. The eldest trees are firmly rooted and grounded in the earth. Your presence brings shade during times of extreme illumination. Too much exposure will surely deflect the necessary nutrients from being absorbed by the outer layers. Allow the sensitivity and delicateness of my flower to envelop you, comfort you, and nurture you. Your battle is not with me, it is within. Just as the small seedlings do not battle with the windstorms and rain, but absorb only what is needed for growth. For I am the gentle power surge you need, reminding you to stay connected to Source. Be that shining example of the lessons you teach, so that the student may have trust and confidence in their master. For the master must always remember that he too was once just an unfortified vessel, waiting to be filled. How do you love a black woman? He watches longingly as her sundress sways in the breeze, paying close attention to the playful way her curvaceous silhouette is barely visible underneath the lightweight, almost sheer fabric. He notices her hair, still in its natural state, and delicately twisted like the tiebacks on his mother's front room curtains. The deep bronze color of her skin reflects the warmth of the sun and complements the warm colors in her garment. He waits anxiously for the expected glimpse of her beautiful smile and desperately searches for something clever to say that could possibly encourage her to engage him in another stimulating conversation. The beaming heat of the summer sun in no way compares to the explosive chemistry between these two beautiful black souls. Their unspoken desire can be felt by every living creature within a specified radius. Their telekinetic love blossoms like a calla lily, ready to capture the sweet nectar of unimagined ecstasy. To be continued.
Turn your face from faking to the one who gives his grace. Slow your pace from racing, pump the brakes and show some faith. Rid your load of baggage, it's not easy making space. But that love is possibility and worthy of the chase. And worthy of the chase.
Thank you for tuning in to Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion. I am Donovan Lee Dean. Up next is a prominent force on a multi-regional poetry scene. He was a TEDx performer, a motivational speaker, inspirational hip-hop artist, comedian, and smart arts teaching artist. My people, I present to you Moody Black, my brother. Talk to him.
Here we go.
Next man up.
In my opinion, the greatest action cartoon in the world besides Spider-Man was the X-Men. And who was the most popular X-Men everybody couldn't wait to see? Yeah, Wolverine. That dude was mean, with a growl will let you know he means business, with biceps bulging through his yellow X-Men uniform / tights. But you might not want to tease him about it, cause he'll be like, "You're talking to me?" And within an instant, you'll be high, telling it faster than a crackhead chasing a high. But it wouldn't matter, cause he'll catch you, and with his adamantium claws, he can take on sentinels. He can take on Magneto's henchmen, take on villains of all sorts, but he always felt he still came up short. Cause he could never really take on those anti-mutant groups with their picket signs, designed to administer hate with words that hurts worse than a jab from Juggernaut. And had it not been for his fellow mutants to offer him some encouragement, some motivation, some sense of hope for a better future, he would have given up a long time ago. But I always wonder if he would go to the X-Men mansion, in his room, sit on his bed, alone, in the dark. I wonder if he reflects and asks himself why people hate what they don't understand, constantly being called a freak, but he counterattacked that notion by considering himself a hero. But heroes are the ones that torment themselves the most. And what's worse, he can't remember his past. Sounds familiar. But he built a false sense of pride for his adamantium skeleton, his ability to rapidly heal, but his inability to die takes him further away from his connection of being human. Cause he's committed suicide every time the sun settled down for slumber. But he can only stare at the crimson red waltzing down his claws, cause immediately his wounds would close. The pain from his puncture is only temporary, but the pain of not knowing who he is feels like a shotgun blast to his soul. But I just want Wolverine to know I understand, and to tell him that sometimes roses do grow in dark places, and that martyrs never ask to die for their purpose. But I know he prayed to die for not understanding his. But Wolverine, my brother, you're no different than us, hating what you don't understand, trying to figure out where you came from, put here with the purpose you're not sure of. And Wolverine, I know you're not sure if there's a God, cause you look at us and wonder if we're made in God's image. Whose image are mutants made? I know you feel like a clock without a craftsman, so you curse us cause you feel that God showed us favor. But those people with those picket signs curse you, cause you favor God. Cause even when you're disappointed in us, you protect us. You're invincible, indestructible. Wolverine, if you only knew how much we want to be like you. Cause we do everything we can to figure out ways to live longer, to heal faster, based on our inability to understand that everything comes with a price. Every gift is not wrapped in a nice box with a ribbon. Sometimes they appear as adamantium claws piercing through skin, a skull that can take a bullet, and a soul without a clue of its origin. Ironically, my friend, we're just like you. Cause you're confused on what to do, questioning your existence, confused of your purpose, sometimes wanting to die, never giving yourself a chance to see how great you can be. That sounds familiar.
That was the poem Familiar, read by the creator, award-winning poet, storyteller, and entrepreneur, Moody Black, from Simpsonville, South Carolina. Before we go, I would like to conclude with a power message to uplift each and every listener and to get you in a good headspace. It's a message about staying committed in what you believe. Times may get rough and people may flee because the storm slowly creeps overhead. It's called sacrifice, taking a hit to the chin from losses today to gain tomorrow. And best believe you will gain tomorrow. So don't worry about today. Let the storm and the non-believers that came with it pass. Eventually, the cream shall rise to the top. Thanks for tuning in to Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion. I am Donovan Dean. To see and hear my rhythmic poetry, instrumentals, and acting reels, go to YouTube at Donovan Dean. Also, you can find my poetry books, children's books, and coloring books on Amazon at booksbyladine.net. For actor or poet bookings, contact dvmedia10@gmail.com. I am Donovan Dean, actor, author, and rhythmic poet. Until next time, peace. Yeah!